Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Hello everyone. I am presenting from the city of New Westminster, British Columbia, which I would like to acknowledge and recognize as the unceded territory of the Quebec First Nations people. I also want to thank Chief Rhonda Larrabee and her family for sharing their land with us. I'm Constable Hanif with the Metro Vancouver Transit Police, currently assigned to the Community Engagement Team. We, the Metro Vancouver Transit Police, are sincerely honored to have been invited to participate in this very worthy event, marking the somber anniversary of the senseless and tragic event that took place on January 29th of 2017. This act of terror, fueled by hate, affected many, many people. It affected me as well. I felt two sets of emotions. First off, it affected me as a police officer who has taken an oath to protect civilians at all costs, even if that cost requires me to sacrifice my own life to save others. Disgusting and disturbing incidents such as the one that took place at the Islamic Cultural Center of Quebec City 4 years ago are devastating for most people. This includes first responders. As I have said in prior interviews, at the end of our shifts, we take off our tools, our uniforms, and lock them in a locker and go home. Fortunately, tragic events we see, hear of, or deal with, such as this, we can't leave them behind in the locker room and go home. They go home with us. Aside from being a police officer and feeling guilty for not being able to protect victims in such heinous crimes or not being able to prevent such incidents, I am also a Muslim and share the emotions with the Muslim community in the hours, days, months following this unnecessary and cowardly act of hate-fueled violence. I graduated from the police academy in 2017, and soon after I was approached by the higher-ups of Transit Police asking me if I would help connect with the Muslim community to deliver a message of inclusion and message of you do matter. I was quickly linked up with brothers like Darek Corporal Anthony Statham of BC Hate Crimes, and since that time together we have presented to tens of thousands of respected members of the Muslim community at dozens of events. Through this connection, I've also had the opportunity to work with some victims of hate crimes, which, alhamdulillah, have led to some valuable friendships with some very amazing people. I would like to take a brief moment to urge everyone to report incidents. If you feel as if you have or are experiencing a hate-motivated crime, please report it. If you don't report it, then it seems as if the issue doesn't exist. If the issue doesn't exist, we can't ask for resources to remedy a problem that doesn't exist. We at the Transit Police are committed to providing a safe and harassment-free transit system for all, regardless of your color, who you pray to, who you love. It doesn't matter, we are here for you. If you experience violence in progress, call 911. If you are on the transit system within the Metro Vancouver area and experience an incident, but think that calling the police might get the perpetrator's attention focused onto you, you can report via text messaging. This currently only works for Transit Police on the transit system, and the phone number is 877777. That's 8 followed by 5 sevens. If you wish to report an incident that is not actively happening any longer and the perpetrator is no longer present, please look up your local police department's non-emergency phone number and call it in. For the Transit Police, that number is 604-515-8300. The transit system is loaded with CCTV cameras. There are many witnesses. If you report the incident close as possible to the time of occurrence, there is a very high likelihood of catching the perpetrator and forwarding charges. As I have said before, the transit system is one of the worst places to commit an act of violence or criminal offense. Before I sign off here, I'd like to say that as a Muslim who was born and raised in the city of Vancouver, and as a police officer whose current assignment includes the city of Vancouver, I would like to sincerely thank Mayor Kennedy and the City of Vancouver Council for proclaiming January 29th of 2021 as a day of remembrance and action on Islamophobia. I'm just going to say a quick little prayer before I sign off here. May the Creator bless us with the courage to protect, the strength to preserve peace. May the Creator grant the victims of this heinous crime the highest levels of heaven. And may the Creator give the families of the victims patience and strength. Hope. Assalamu alaikum. Jazakallah.